Good, wonderful, beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, and night, wherever you are in the world. Shana Heart here. And, sorry if I still sound a bit rough. I'm still not at 100%. My fever has gone down as of recording this. I am starting super late on stream because, again, I'm still not feeling 100% and I kind of nodded off a bit. But we're still gonna do this. We're still live. We're still gonna play some Paper Mario today. I will get back to Persona 5 Royal, I promise. It's just that it's a really, really long game, and right now I am, like, my work schedule versus being sick is not going the way I want it to. So I am putting it on the back burner, but I promise I will get back to it. It will not be a 100% confidant run, which is unfortunate, meaning I'm probably not going to get the royal ending, but I will at least show the original Persona 5 ending. That I promise you. I do have a personal save file that is a bit further along on everything in terms of getting to the royal ending. That is at Okumura's palace, in fact, right before his boss fight, so there's that. But that is neither here nor there. We're here for some Paper Mario. So, with that out of the way, let's get back into it. Last time, we saved Flower Fields. We have a grand total of 6 out of 7 Star Spirits. We have Lackey Lester, aka Lester the Lakitu. And, yeah, he helps us float. That's about it. It's about how as much as anybody ever used this poor guy for, is floating. Just outside Toad Town on Pleasant Path lies a boss fight of bigger proportions? Honestly, I think this guy's gonna be a lot tougher than Hufflepuff ever was. And of course, for that, we need a little prep work. But before we do that, there's some new places we can explore in the sewer. That's right, I said the sewer. But before that, I want to get into why I actually like the Lackey Lester more than I like most party members in Mario Party. For starters, it's a freaking Lakitu. We like Lakitus around here. At least I do. Solely for the fact that this enemy is usually something that we're stealing this cloud from. So, what? Having one that just, like, chill with us? Riding around on his cloud with him? Fantastic. This also harkens back to a game I'm hopefully going to play on the channel, if not the original, at least the remake. Super Mario RPG, the first RPG, to my knowledge, to ever exist for Mario, and what Paper Mario is supposed to be a direct sequel of. And this Lakitu is actually a reference to the Lakitu bus that we get closer to the climax of the game. We get to ride back to Bowser's Keep, aka Bowser's Castle. Which is another reason I love this character. Yeah, sure, his abilities aren't great, but Cloud9 can come in clutch, whereas you don't need to take up 2 turns like you do with Bo, which is a guaranteed not getting hit, to potentially not get hit when it counts. That being said, this guy is given a lot of flack for this. I personally like this ability because, again, while it's not always a guarantee, it sure saved our skin against the last boss, which, honestly, I prefer having Lackey Lester for anyway, because taking out Hufflepuff is essential when you have to get rid of his HP, and he breaks off in chunks. Him also Also, being the last party member is kind of sad, but again, it's great. Because at least we go off in, with, I think, a bang. I wish the rest of the world could see Lackluster the way I do, and the fact that this little guy is just the bee's knees in terms of reference and ability, in my opinion. Now then, there's a few places down here we can go now. We still can't jump as high as I would like to, but I do believe we can fix that now and get our final boots down here in the sewer. I actually need sushi to do this, which kinda sucks. But not really. These guys. Yeah, I don't like these guys. I think we can just bypass them altogether with paracarry. Yeah. Oh, no, we can't. I know I'm, liven up Lackluster here. And we are still gonna use him, but... Oh, gosh. I hate these spikes. I just can't seem to press that hammer hard enough. And I don't have Quake Hammer on. Well. Still doing 3 damage here. I don't think this is gonna do as much as I would like it to. Because it's a lack of yeah, that's 0. You think by this point in the game I'd be better at these? I sadly am not. I actually want to save these Thunder Rages. Really wish I had Quake Hammer right about now. Oh, wow, Hammer Throw did a chunk. Oh, darn it. Okay. That does 3 damage. I gotta say, I'm kind of impressed. That being said, I am taking Hammer Throw off, and I am most definitely, putting on something that I actually can hit with. I honestly don't think I'm gonna need Shrink Stomp for what I'm doing, so, thinking I would need this badge when I don't. What do I want to do for badges? Definitely this, because I'm getting sick and tired of being hit by first strikes. It is so annoying. Power Quake that. Let's do more. Yep. There we go. I know this is technically cheating, guys, but I can't deal with those attacks anymore. Okay, this is perfect. I'm kind of wasting my flower points here, but I don't care. Hey, Callie. So Callie this morning decided to be a little snooze at about 4 o'clock in the morning. I've been working on a project to make some fake flower arrangements for my late grandmother and grandfather for their graves, and Callie decided she wanted to try to eat my project. And I was not okay with that, so essentially what I did was I took them into my bedroom, and she proceeded to try to eat some of the loose paper that I need to pick up and vacuum off of my living room and hallway floors. So I went into the cupboard and I got her some kitty treats, and she was pretty chill right up until I heard something in the kitchen. So I got up, again, this is at 4 in the morning, I'm feeling like crud, and she decided, and I see her trying to get into the cupboards, the lower cupboards, and I'm just like, girl, what are you doing? By the way, she's meowing because she knows she's being tattled on and told the whole world what she decided to get up to at 4 in the morning. I turn on the light, she sees me, she starts meowing at the top of her voice, I swear to gosh, she's practically howling, and, she proceeds to go into full-blown panic mode, running all over the, apartment, that are rooms that are open to her, which is the kitchen, the living room, the hallway, and the bathroom where her litter box is. And I'm just like, it's too early for this. Finally, she bolts up to the top of the cupboard, still howling off the top of her lungs, and I'm just like, I'm going back to bed. Proceeded to not be able to sleep because she jumped down and decided she wanted to do that in my face. So yeah, that's how I started my morning. Of course, after that, I proceeded to get up and, empty my guts in the toilet. Because again, I'm still not feeling the greatest, guys. I have no fever. I've not vomited since this, like, in a couple of days. And yeah. So that was loads of fun. And a great way to start my day. I am drinking some ginger ale instead of water today because it does seem to help the stomach a bit. I'm probably going to be eating rice for the foreseeable future of this week, which is not fun. I was hoping to be able to at least start eating something other than that. Hello, Photon Charizard. Hello, hello. I hope you're having a very good day. And I hope you're feeling better, man. I really do. Super soda. Yeah, I was just sharing my experience with my cat this morning. And the subsequent stress that reactivated my stomach, regurgitating all of its current contents, which was nothing but stomach acid and bile this morning. Yeah, that was fun. Cats do the darndest things, I swear. Oh, come on, I could never abide by that. Just because my autism and other mental disabilities kind of require me to have some form of companionship, either it be a pet or what have you. Just to keep, you know, some semblance of normalcy and companionship. So as much as I would also like to swear off pets after Callie passes on inevitably, I can't do that. That being said, I've not had a dog since I was a small girl because bonding with a dog hits a little differently than it does with cats. Like, cats bond with you whether you like it or not. Dogs are just everywhere and everything all at once. And I'm sure as a dog owner, you get that. Like, you have to work to bond with your cat. And it's a lot of work, trust me. Callie is I'm still not her person. Despite being, you know, the only person she really has taken care of her and feeding her and stuff. I'm not her person. That lovely title goes to my child. Who's no longer living with me. I am a dog and cat person, but it's been, oh god, I would say close to 2 decades since I've had a pet dog. And I've been advised to get a dog by my primary care, my psychologist, and my therapist as well, to get a service animal, particularly a larger dog. Larger than my building would normally mandate. Ideally, they want me to get a dog built like a pit bull without being a pit bull. And I'm just like, yeah, I love pitties. I absolutely love pitties. The problem is the bylaws of where I live don't allow for at least purebred pitties to be within city limits. Oh, you have not lived until you've trained a cat to do something. I've harness trained cats, I've taught them to do agility courses, I've just had fun training cats. Callie is the only cat I've not been able to train. I've harness walked cats before. Not outside, but within my apartment complex. And it's a treat to do. Like, yeah, it's difficult to train a cat, but they have the same level of intelligence as a dog. Also, the Ultra Boots! So, instead of book pounding, we do this lovely little spin. There's the life shroom. I have a few of those now. Anything else in this room? What? Anything else? Oh, no, not that button. Nope, that's everything. Okay, cool. So now that we can jump higher, there's a few other places we can get to now. Down here in the sewers of all places. I don't know if I want to do it all right now. But I'm most definitely getting all the free stuff I can. Okay, yeah, this would take us to the next chapter. I don't want to go there just yet, but I am going to open the way. Oh. Yeah. So that's how we get to that door. We actually needed these boots to do it. But yeah, bonding with your cat is just something extra special for me. And being able to train my cat, even better. That being said, like, Callie is the only cat I've never been able to train to do anything. If anything, I think she has me trained. But yeah, I think through sheer determination of will and stubbornness, I've been able to train just about any cat that I've ever had. Callie is not the only outlier, but she is definitely one of the more prominent outliers into, my foray into training cats. Like, litter training is probably the easiest thing you'll ever do you'll ever teach a cat. And Callie is looking at me feeling very exposed on the internet right now. She really is. She is looking at me, she is meowing at me, and feeling very exposed on the internet. She is protesting out the wazoo. You can't hear her because she's not screaming off the top of her lungs right now. I've come to Shooting Star Summit just to grab some of the stuff that Peach put in the box. This last stand badge. But also this jam and jelly, which I can't grab right now. I will before we go into the chapter, though. I also wanna... trade with Merlo over here. Because he can give us more badges. There's the money badge, which is pretty much all of our badge points. One of, I think, 2 Flower Saver badges we can get. Another Power Plus. Or at least a singular Power Plus. Which I kind of wish I had one more star piece to get, because I kind of want that. Payoff, nah. Pretty Lucky could be good. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to these. Yeah, that I will agree is a lot easier to do with dogs than cats. Like, your cat has to be deaf in order for you to train it with sign language and hand gestures. Which is doable. Believe me, it's really, really hard to communicate with your cat that way, but you can do it. I know I'm making the argument like I'm some crazy cat lady, but legit, I've attempted it. I know limited sign language. I can read Braille with my hands as well as understand what they look like with my eyes. Out of necessity for playing Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald and getting the Reggies, but also because once I started learning how to read Braille, I got hooked on learning how to read Braille. That my eyesight is, not the greatest. So if I ever end up without my glasses, I'm relying on my overly sensitive hearing, as well as my sense of touch, to be able to sort of navigate the world. The limit that my eyes can see without my glasses is literally just blurs of color. So, I could. I really could. And all of them would be unique personality, unique senses of sassy, quirky, probably very kind and gentle, and everything in between, because just like with dogs and really any other pet, cats do have their own distinct personalities, and they've really got to be comfortable around you to express just how crazy they are. Or tame by comparison, I suppose. In my case, Callie is a massive chicken when it comes to strangers, but the moment she gets to know you, opens up to you, when it accepts you as part of the pack, or, in her case, I suppose, just part of the colony, she's a very sweet, if not yet psycho cat. Oh, you did not like that one. Oh, yeah. And Kelly is not happy with my, just my statement overall. She's actually kind of yelling at me. She's not at the top of her voice, but she's like, yeah, no, I did not appreciate being called out like that. Especially when she's the kind of cat that will attempt to eat your homework. I wish I was making that up, but no, she hasn't tried to eat Jazz's homework before the end of senior year, when he was still in school. Why? Because it was left out and Callie was hungry. So yeah, the phrase, the dog ate my homework, does not apply here. It is my cat tried to eat my homework. See, that's the thing. She's the most passive thing I've ever seen. Like, when it comes to other cats, she's not that aggressive. Like, not really. I mean, it takes her, like, about a month to get used to being around another cat. But once she's around, but even in that month time, she's more avoiding the other cat than trying to confront it. That being said, the moment she sees a dog, does not matter the size, she will instantly go into full-on hissing, howling, and growling, hair on end, and ready to, attack. And has attacked a dog twice her size. The fierce little lioness she is.
one of my sister's friends were visiting, and they brought their dog, and Callie had snuck out the door while I wasn't paying attention, grabbing my laundry. She saw the dog. Next thing I know, she's all perked up and ready to strike, hissing like a viper. The dog is just curled up in a ball, whimpering, a scratch on its nose, and a couple of bite marks on its ear. And I'm just like, really, Callie? That being said, the moment she saw me, she just walked up like she was proud of herself. It was hilarious. In hindsight, of course. No, the dog wasn't seriously injured, but there were some bite marks, couple of scratches on his face, but, yeah, the poor dog was traumatized. I later found out that, that the dog, every time the dog saw another cat, it would literally just go hide behind its owner. Oh, Callie will look at a mouse and be like, meh. Like, I got several mouse toys, and while Frost's cat, Coral, absolutely loves tearing those types of toys to shreds, Callie will only ever play with her ball. I've tried bait toys, I've tried little birdie toys, everything that looks like it would be prey. You know, just to get that prey drive and that energy out of her. Nope. She brings me her ball, pushing it with her paws, and proceeds to meow at me to roll it. Until I roll it. And then she brings it back like a golden retriever, batting it all the way. I'm just sitting here flabbergasted because, yeah, I swear, sometimes I don't have a cat, I have a golden retriever. It's the only toy she does this with. Also, when it comes to bird watching, she doesn't care. Birds, squirrels, anything that would normally be a prey item for her, she's just like, unbothered. Like, they'll sit right on the windowsill, look in the window, look right at her, and she just gets up and walks away. She does not care. She's that unbothered by other animals. Which, again, I find hilarious. Okay. Ooh, so they definitely have that pack mentality. That being said, the Huskies are very, talkative dogs, so there's that. Callie, I know you're looking at me with the mix of I'm still hungry and how dare you embarrass me on the internet? But I'm sorry, you're just going to have to wait to eat. You had like early morning pre-dawn snack. You can chill until lunch when you're supposed to eat. Anyway, we're gonna save because with my limited options and the one life shroom I care to bring with me on this soiree against Kent C. Koopa. Yeah. Also, I have to look because I know we got openings for more. because I'm almost absolutely certain that I don't have all of the upgrades that I could currently have for my party. I'm missing I'm missing one for. I could have sworn I upgraded Bombette. What the heck? I could have swore she was a 2. What the? Hold on. Oh no, she is only at 1. Okay. I honestly have to look this up now. I got the one in the Oasis. The one after 2. After chapter 2, the one after chapter 3. Okay, so there's another one in Toad Town Tunnels I missed. Two rooms west. Okay, I need to check this. I have the hammer for it. I'm going back in the sewers. I know I was gonna take on Kent C. Koopa. Huskies do have the potential to have heterochromia in their eyes, which makes one black, one brown, and one blue. It's not this one. Okay, there's one on the way to Shiver City, but... So yeah, weird. Oh, I absolutely love Huskies. I do. Just not as much as you think I love other pets. There's the warp pipe. Is it this room? It is this room. this now? This is not... Hold on. Ah. I thought I couldn't get this before, but turns out I could. Well, now I feel silly as heck. Now the question is who do I upgrade here? Wow, way to jump me. Brava, brava. I can totally do this. Shoot, now I don't know who I want to upgrade. Obviously not Sushi, Bo, or Cooper, because they're fully maxed out. Multi-bonk. Huh. Basically, Mario's... So, yeah, the icy beach water blue that's common in Huskies, and one did have slight heterochromia. In one eye, while the other one was full blue. So, yeah, that was an interesting cut. So, yeah, you had some interesting pooches. Callie not looking very happy right now. She's like, dogs? Talking about dogs, and I'm right here. Not you, sweetie. You're fine. Just chill. Just take it. When your cat has such a hatred for dogs, she's actually not happy about other people talking about dogs. That's my cat right now. She's all reared up and not happy. She's not making any more noise, but she's not happy. Yeah, well, never mind. It's just a sneezing fit. Would you believe my cat also has allergies to dust? I can't dust with this cat in the house. So I'm gonna upgrade Bomb Bet. Because more bomb? More bomb is fun bomb, I guess? Oh, look at that. I can make that jump. Available after Chapter 5. Is it this way? I'm confused as to where this next one is down here, because apparently I've had access to it since Chapter 5, but I'm not seeing it. That's pet love right there. I swear this fish is useless. 1-star point. Not being hit by enemies with first strike. Oh, the feeling. It's almost euphoric. One star. Yeah. That whole battle was worth 1 star. Honestly, I think I won bomb bet for these Koopas. Now, if I could not botch my... Okay, so even if I do botch this Quake, they're still gonna die. Oh yay, 2 stars! 2 star points, 2 whole star points! Okay, so... I'm not gonna go to the next chapter, but I can at least grab this. Yay, my button mashing... Okay, so I can't unlock that door. Okay, so it's not this way. Huh. Is there another bombable wall around here? No. There's, Chet. I'm going to be running around looking for this point of interest in the sewer, rather than fighting Kent C. Koopa. Because I cannot find where to get this star point. I'm literally gonna watch a video on this, guys, because, yeah, I want to find all of these, and I need to know how to get to them. I know that I've got the one at the Oasis, which is the first one. I've got the one in Mount Rugged. I can't be missing too terribly many. This just leads me to a chest. I already got. These Gloombas wouldn't even give me a single star at this point. It's not over here. I know it's not over here, but I'm gonna check anyway. Just for peace of mind, I guess. Okay, that's the spiked Gloombas. I want to let them do their thing first. Okay. Louch. Yeah, no, I don't even want to bother with these guys. think I've been in this room now that I think about it. Have I? Maybe I have? Okay, I guess I've been in here and there's nothing to see here. Well, what's in this pipe? Oh, here it is. Well, don't I feel silly? Oh, I had access to this since chapter 5. Sorry for the high pitch there. What? Lackluster Paracarrier Goombario. Your time will come, man. Okay, so that's that one. That leaves me with 3 left. Okay, I need to go back to one of the other rooms that I thought I completely covered. Because there's a secret room up here. I feel so dumb. I am looking over these videos because, at a guide video here because it's been so long since I fully upgraded party members. Yeah, just ride this all the way up. Jump down here. Ooh. That was effective. And I did that too early. Yeah, these guys aren't standing much of a chance, and they don't give me anything. Nothing but money. So yeah, this is gonna be the one I'm going to upgrade last because yeah. Goombario is infinitely more useful. So that just leaves Paracarry and Goombario, and both of those I can get heading into the next chapter. So yeah, I've got everybody covered. Everybody's nice and squared away now. Boy, do I feel silly for not remembering that, remembering that those go up higher. Even though I could have swore that I got everything in that room. I just feel silly. Here come those Gloombas just marching away. Well, they can march their way anywhere other than in my face. Okay, yeah, these do nothing. One thing about cats I will say that is probably superior than dogs in terms of personality, that all cats, big or small it seems, has this trait, and that they hold grudges. It's not for very long, mind you, but yeah, I've never known a cat to not hold a grudge for more than a month, where it will just avoid you like the plague the moment it feels wronged. Dogs are not like that in most cases. So letters for the party, like a Lulu. Okay, so this Cheep Cheep is on the older side, Fuzzipede. Bootler and Booze. Yeah, stuff that I didn't do earlier in the game. I'm reading mail. All of this before taking on Kitsy Koopa. Yes. Oh. Bootler. Bootler the Butler is just hilarious. Frost Tea. May you never molt. Dry Drive Railroad and... I think we're done here. Yeah, I'll read the rest of them later. As soon as I saw the Bruce letter, I'm like, yeah, we're good. Time to go pester Luigi. Because it's Luigi. Of course we're gonna make the guy's life miserable. Also, something else I want to do is take on the dojo again in real soon. Not just Kitsy Koopa, but also the dojo. We can't clearly jump as high as Luigi can, but, yeah, we'll be able to, knock him off his perch again very soon. So the Yoshi kids sent us some mail. Anyway, it's time to read some more of Luigi's diary. He's added 2 new pages. What great news! I want to live up to their expectations. He wants to lead in an adventure. He does! Actually, in the very next console, the launch title is Luigi's Mansion, so he actually gets his wish here. Oh, poor Luigi, little did you know. You would be the lead in a spin-off series that only you could lead. So yeah, Luigi is commenting on our nonsense. We get the top bunk, because of course we do. We're Mario. Be nice to sleep in our own bed for once. All of Mario's clothes in one drawer. Something I haven't shown off yet. Yeah. So there's 80 badges total. I'm not getting all of these. Star pieces, there's 160. I know I have nowhere near finding all of those. There are 50 recipes from Tasty. No, we're not getting all of that. Check Quizmo. So far we are 9 for 9 on his quizzes. Number of battles, 259. First strikes, 80. Enemies, it's 32. Wow, it feels like more than that. Total power bounces, my streak is 9. Just to show you that that is there, okay, Luigi, time to make your life suck a little more. Hey, bro! Yeah, still not as good of a jumper as you, apparently, but hey! We're knocking you down a peg. Okay, so I think first things first, I'm going to save again, and... we're gonna bring Bo. We are gonna bring Bo, and we're gonna take on the Master first? Yeah, because Kenzie Koopa can be a bit of a nuisance. And we can do that battle before the fight, and we can take him on afterwards. Yeah, I know it's an hour of running around and busy work, but these chapters are not long. So with that, we get to fight the Master. He's got 50 HP. He does quite a bit of damage. I should probably have Zap Tap on for this. I don't believe he has any defense. But yeah, we can do a lot of damage now with our bounces. And this isn't even this old man's final form, by the way. This is the easy way to do this. Okay. Okay! We didn't mess up! But that was a lot of damage, and just for one hit, yeah, he's already down 16 HP. Ow. Okay, that I screwed up. So yeah, he says that the move is foolish and that it won't work on him because, yeah, we screwed up the attack. Ow! But yeah, the first fight with him we probably could have done a while ago. Supreme getting... Hey, there's the funny guy. So there's the third degree card. We are not ready to take on this toad again. Is what I would like to say, but I'm going to attempt it anyway. I'm going to check my life shroom because I don't want to use it against a toad of all things. But yeah, this toad goes Super Saiyan. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do Kenzie Koopa first, because that's actually where I would like to use the life shroom. Oh, yeah, no, the Dojo Master is an absolute beast of a toad. I'm actually more scared of him than I am the final fight with Bowser. He is that difficult to fight. And yes, you do want to be doing multiple consecutive hits on that toad because, oh my gosh, is he scary. Which is why you want Bo, because she's absolutely lovely for multiple hit moves. Oh, you guys are precious. Don't ever change. Don't ever change. Anyway, I actually want to do some piercing damage here, so let me recheck my badges. Hammer throw we aren't gonna need here. Sap tap could be useful, but nah, not for the type of damage I want to do. I'm gonna go for Shrink Stomp. And oh, shoot. This tortoise is raw power and I'm not in a good way. I do have a singular... Oh, I don't have enough badge points for it. Okay, so I'm going to put on the... Some of the Danger Mario stuff on. Some! I don't like doing this, by the way. So what does piercing? This Koopa is annoying. Now, he would let us pass for a measly 100 coins. I'm gonna fight you. Oh, he's not wrong. This isn't going to just hurt a little bit. It's going to hurt a lot. Kenzie Koopa is one step below Bowser. I wish I was joking. But yeah, no, 70 HP. This guy has more defense than you could shake a stick at. And even if you flip him upside down, you're still not doing a crud ton of damage because he still has defense points, unlike most Koopas. Yeah, this guy's a massive pain. Ideally, you would want more healing items than what I've currently got. And most of this stuff isn't even going to be super useful against him. Quake Hammer and jumping on him is literally your best friend. Oh, Shrink Stomp is virtually worthless here. Oh god, that was pathetic! I forgot what the button pushes were for those. Oh, and his attacks do that, just to make your life even more miserable. fire breath. Now, I think you understand why it is that I don't like this fight. What can't do anything? Because I screwed up. Shrink Stomp doesn't work here. Okay, at least Starstorm works. I cannot dodge that. I cannot dodge that. That's not good. How much is this going to... Okay, this is going to do a lot. I'm not going to heal here. I'm just going to power jump. 6 damage. Okay. Yeah. If you're not saving your life shrooms for Bowser, this is where you use them. I did save before this, so losing this life shroom is kind of inconsequential at the moment. Why? What? Okay, yeah. So you see why I'm not too fond of this battle. And when I initially played this game in subsequent years after the first time I played it, I've never beaten Kensei Koopa. At least, not before fighting Bowser, oddly enough. I went and fought Bowser first. Then I came back to this guy. I still have my items. I still have my life shroom. Bow is absolutely worthless. He's not maxed out, but I'm going to try something. I might end up having to wait until after I max out Goombario to do this fight, oddly enough. Oh, I still have Power Bounce on. Oh. Well, okay. Okay, yeah, he's doing nothing. I wish party members could use items. They can't until Thousand Year Door. Which is kind of really bad. Ow. This also avoids defenses, so... Oh, wow. But not as much as... Okay, so I really do want watts for this battle. I am not doing anything to this thing. This Koopa is making me mad. Oh wow, that only does 1 damage when you actually dodge it. Well, that's funny. I guess this is about as good a time as any to show off Smooch. Smooch! Yeah, this'll get you back 20 HP. So yeah, I know why I'm doing less. It's because I don't have attacking badges on right now. I should. Get out of here. One damage. Oh god, when you want to see content, but your content creator is really bad at games. That's me right now. I'm not loving this. Oh, I live. I am not living another one of those. No way. Well, now I can afford your blasted toll, you stinking Koopa. Ow. Really keeping the bomb out of the fight. Yeah. I'm gonna put the attack boosting badges back on. Oh. The second game over and Mario's laying on the ground. I want to check my items real quick. Okay, I did save after doing that. I'm not gonna waste my badges on hammer throw. I actually don't really need refund either. This will cost me all of my badge points. what do I want to do here? I don't think Power Rush stacks. Oh, this is gonna be a lot of game overs before I inevitably give up and go do the actual chapter. This is embarrassing. Callie, don't even think about eating whatever paper you find on the floor. So yeah, if you don't have the money, he just like, yeah, no. Bring some coins next time. You actually have to leave and come back to challenge him again, to attempt to challenge him. So, let's attempt this again. I'm taking less damage this time, at least. Off the bat, I'm gonna do this. Okay, timing on that was better. I'm supposed to be taking less damage. What the heck? Okay. Also, because Kensei Koopa goes in his shell? Okay, that did less damage. I don't think... I'm gonna use this now. Zap Tap will work here. Which is meh. Ow. Okay, that did 9. Well, this is probably going to do a lot more now. No. Did not. Oh, there's the lucky. I still have my life shroom. I might not need it, though. If I beat him, this will be the first time in my life I've ever beaten this Koopa. And I do mean ever. Granted, it'll cost me a life shroom to do, but we could buy more of those at Boo's Mansion. Oh yeah, this is good. This is it. This is the run where I beat Kent C. Koopa. Okay, yeah, that was unnecessary damage. Hindsight, I probably should have been using Quake Hammer most of the fight. I mean, beating a guy my size, yeah. And with that, the road is clear. Colorado can go home. All is right with the world. An hour and 27 minutes of running around and basically prepping for that fight, but we did it. Also, does nobody in the Mushroom Kingdom use a pillow other than Peach? You're like, is the common folk not good enough for soft pillows? So yeah, we're just gonna take a quick jaunt around down Pleasant Path. All of the standard nonsense is over here. Oh, wow. I feel so bad for these Koopas. They're not gonna give me anything, but... Oh, they gave me a mushroom. Never mind. They gave me something. You know what? I'm just gonna run. It's not worth it, guys. It's really, really not worth it. Like, these enemies are level 1 nonsense. Oh. Well, I'm glad I came back here. If only for one of the star pieces I never got. But yeah, Koopa Village. All is peaceful, all is good, all is Chiquismo! All is good in the world indeed! I'd given up hope that I was gonna find it before Shiver City. A star piece! That was obvious. And yeah, there's Colorado's wife. But home is really tops. So, the reason that Colorado here, actually he sounds like he has an accent is because he's actually a Koopa not from, not from the Mushroom Kingdom. We learned in Thousand Year Door that Colorado is actually from an area around Roadport, believe it or not. So yeah, that's why he has an accent, and a very British one at that. I don't know why the Koopa villages have different accents, and why the village he's from in particular has such a weird accent. But, yeah. So I'm gonna quick see if Quizmo shows up again. I just want to be quadruple sure I've got all of the quizzes for now. Not over here. What does the shop here sell? Super cheap. I'll buy it. I have a mushroom already. I can cook with the pasta. I'm gonna check because sometimes he shows up over here. No. I'm probably going to have to get some coins to, refresh the spell, because I get the feeling I'm going to need to. Just one more check in the Koopa village for Chuck Quizmo before I venture forth into the sewers again and, head back to the next, well, actually head to Merlin's house first and foremost, because, yeah, that's actually what we need to do now. Now we're 33 minutes in, but we're finally getting back to the plot. I've done all of your favors, right? No, I have not. You, Goomba, and Bootler were traveling. Okay, so I guess we're making a quick stop at Ghastly Gulch. Unfortunately, the quickest way to get there is through Boo's mansion. Where is it? Well, I said I wasn't getting all the star pieces, but I sure as heck am finding more of them. I think I got the one in front of the windmill here. I'm not interested in fighting those Hyper Goombas. They give me nothing. Nothing. I'm talking to every Boo here. Okay, it's this. So yeah, literally talk to the next Boo over. So yeah, just talk to a Boo, any Boo, and yeah, you get a package. There's some, I believe there's a star piece in Tubbo Blubbo's castle we can go back and get, but I'm not going to go get it. Yeah, the place has been all fixed up and everything. There's still enemies in there, though, but... Like I said, I'm not too fixed on getting everything. Just because, yeah, it's everything, but I do want to do the old Coots favors, just because... I mean, he's an old tortoise. What are you gonna do other than be like, hey, it's a senior citizen, I want to help. Also, I gotta say, talks about the Thousand Year Door remake. I actually like how they have all of the warp pipes to the secret areas, the quick warp pipes, in a room not too far from the Thousand Year Door in the remake. The door itself. Yeah, singular coin. You know what? I'll finish those next time. We've been in here for almost over a half an hour, and if I don't get going on this chapter, I'm going to lose all credibility on the internet. Not that I have much credibility anyway, but you guys get the gist. So yeah, we're just gonna go to Merlin's house. And there's a ninja here. Yeah, ninja. You haven't seen these things since the American or Western release of, Super Mario Bros. 2. AKA Doki Doki Panic, but with a Mario skin on it. And we won't see ninjas again until, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Yeah, these guys are very, very sparse when it comes to the Mushroom Kingdom and its lore. And these are paper ninjas, at that. Okay, so Merlo would be your grandson. So yeah, we already know where we need to go. We don't need to get our fortune told. In fact, if we ever somehow manage to get lost, we go to Merlin. He'll tell us where to go next. He's kind of our hint person for this playthrough. Down, pound. Here's Mega Quake. Woof. And Super Smash Charge. Yeah, expensive. If I were to sit here and grind up all the coins in the world and proceed to buy all of the badges in the world, I would have way too much money and way too many badges. Two things I'm not a massive fan of. Why did I do that? I could just go into the house and get there. I forget that this place is open now. And that I can enter from this way and just go into this pipe. Also, Chet here does have a few of our star pieces as well. But yeah, just go up this pipe, and there's the door! Oh, would you look at that? My ability to press the A button is revealing itself once again. And by I say my ability to press the A button, I mean my lack thereof an ability to press the A button to jump in rhythmic time. I'm a relatively good singer. Ask me if I've got rhythm. The answer is no. So yeah, there's only two party members to upgrade, and I'd still rather have multi-bunk than air raid. Besides, it's been a while since Goombario's done anything relevant. It's so cold here that even the sewer's frozen over. Anyway, Chapter 7! A Star Spirit on Ice. So I'm gonna leave this for a little bit, because I want the song to play again so you guys can actually hear it this time. There it is. Yeah, for anybody who's played older Mario games, you know what this is. You know it's good. And you just can't help but be like, yeah, this takes me back. Back to the original Super Mario Bros. I just wanted to show that this is here. That being said, welcome to Shiver City, where the primary residents here are penguins. Where are we in terms of the map? All the way up here. Yeah, the only place that's higher than this is, well, where Bowser and Peach's castles are currently hanging out. But yeah, in terms of elevation above sea level, it doesn't get much colder than this. I mean, heck, there's even icebergs. And they say this is the end of the world, but I'm going to bring this up now. There are theories that Mario's world and Link's world, the Legend of Zelda series, are actually parallel universes. Being Bowser is the equivalent of Demise's curse for Hyrule, but the Mushroom Kingdom, and time moves differently between these two universes, or heck, even habitable planets in the same solar system. Heck, many theories state that some of this might even be taking place on the same planet, but Zelda's timeline moves forward, whereas Mario and Luigi's kinda stays nice and compressed, and there's hints that at one point in time, Princess Peach and Princess Zelda may have even gotten to know each other and were allied nations at one point. Why they never took care of the Bowser problem? No clue. Honestly, big waste of potential there. But yeah, that being said, the fact that the Mushroom Kingdom is this big, and we haven't seen a landmass at either paper or otherwise of Hyrule is just baffling to me. But yeah, those are some of the theories that have been going around over the multiple generations of Mario and Zelda fans. So yeah, I said this place was highly, mostly populated by penguins. That being said, I wasn't joking. The shopkeeper is also a penguin. Also, for 10 coins less, we can buy another life shroom. Oh, Callie is now completely gone into complaining mode. Oh, the tummy is empty. I'm hungry. Meow, meow, meow. Oh, you're even starting to yell at me. 20 coins for a super shroom. We can buy maple syrup here. We can even buy shooting stars instead of POW blocks. Why this thing is here, I have no idea. But yeah, I'm going to have 6 coins to my name, but I want those. And I will probably, because it's so easy to go back to Toad Town, I will probably go back to Toad Town and cook those. Oh, I think I know right where it is. Yep, there it is. Callie's just looking at the cupboard where I keep her food. She's looking at me, looking at the cupboard where I keep her food, and back at me. She really wants me to feed her right now. I'm not going to. Chipasmo! He just showed up in town! How you get places, I have no idea, man, but thank you for coming. Question? What is the name of the smart toad living in Toad Town? That is Rusty? Because he's rusty? I'll stop. Anyway, more star pieces. Yay. There's a toad house here. And this is, well, a toad. A storeroom key. There's a storeroom that's locked and there's the key. Well, time to get it out of the ice. What are you doing, Snapnet? Have you lost your wits? What if the ice breaks? So, yeah. So yeah, there's monsters, but they're gonna go ice skating. Also, yeah, we're gonna need sushi. So this guard will not let us through unless we talk to the mayor. We go in this house and it's empty. Whee! So yeah, it's not a big city, but it's got some charm. It's got some perks. There are definitely plenty of penguins living here. Shaved ice. I'm not lactose intolerant, but there's something in ice cream that just does not sit well with my stomach. I can eat sherbet and frozen yogurt for the most part, but regular ice cream? Yeah, last time I ate that, I was sick for a month. Vomiting, diarrhea, the works. Oh, stop yelling, Callie. You'll eat when I'm done. Jeez. Charlotte was never this bad when it came to food. You think because Callie is so food motivated, it'd be easy to train her? Yeah, no. It's not. Anyway, we get on with the plot, and ooh, there's some shaved ice and a lovely purple penguin. Yeah, so we haven't been using Gumbario's stuff here, and... Well, there's the mayor. We've seen him before. Remember when I said that the penguin at the castle would be relevant later? Well, here he is, lying on the floor, X's in his eyes. The mayor of Shiver City. He has a memo in his hand that says, Herringway. So yeah. We got ourselves a dead penguin. Clipped his flippers. Yeah, the Mushroom Kingdom's residence is far from, ordinary, I will say that. That being said, the sexual dimorphism in the penguins is interesting, and that the mayor's wife seems to be the only one without the lovely yellow spot under her beak. By the way, this is not the only time we see penguins in Paper Mario. So yeah, we're not guilty of this. He was like this when we came in here. These guys, I swear. So yeah, we can't leave the city. We can't even go down the pipe to go back to Toad Town. We needed to get the star piece before and after this point because these guys are just gonna sit here and be nuisances. So yeah, we've got ourselves a bit of a mystery to solve. Unfortunately for me, I know what to do. And now that pesky penguin is gone... If Mario could break the ice, it wasn't frozen enough. Also, that's going to be Sushi's entire, showing. Yeah, we're not going to see her again for, like, the rest of the game. Is she a good character? Yes, her attack is actually super good if I'm playing on a proper controller, which I currently am not. And whee! Boop. Down the chimney we go. And oh look, it's an elderly penguin about the same color as the mayor. And there's a lot of paper on the floor here. Yes, Herringway the novelist. By the way, this penguin is quite the writer in the Mushroom Kingdom. He's Mushroom Kingdom famous for his mystery novels, and and of course he's a penguin, so of course he's good. Also, Herringway is kind of suspicious to start out with because what kind of man lives in a 2-story house but keeps one of his rooms off limits to the public? So yeah, we ruined these ladies' plans. So yeah, we can't leave town. We won't be allowed to buy anything either, so yeah. There are better mysteries in video games than what this is. So yeah, Gumbario can't read his novels because, yeah. He's too young. So yeah, this mystery is basically... And yeah, the mayor isn't dead. Well, if he was a ghost, he would, he'd look more boo-shaped. Maybe? Reached up on the shelf there, and, yeah. A sequel to his novel. So I guess this is not the first time that the mayor has done something foolish. No, Kelly, it's not time to eat. me to snack on as soon as My cat, guys, my cat. She's a national treasure. So yeah, you talk to these penguins. They were talking about how we're murder and all that, but talk to them after it's all over, and they all just walk off in unison. And we can leave the city now. I'm just gonna take a quick jaunt back to Toad Town so I could cook up some stuff. It's easy getting back here. My cat, everybody. She's driving me batty. I should have done this before the chapter started, but, well, I clearly like to waste time. Now, it's just a bland meal, but it'll be helpful in a pinch. Sometimes 10 HP goes a long way. Is there anything else I can cook here? No. I don't know why I still have this egg, to be perfectly honest. But over and onward we can go, onto a real mystery, and no, it's not about the mayor's head getting bonked. The mayor bonking his head on the floor because he tripped, slipped, and fell. Hey, I did that first try. This time. You know what? I'll top off my HP and FP. Why not? And when we go to sleep, doesn't matter how many times we do this, there's always an iced potato here waiting for us. Now we could cook this said potato for some fries. Yeah, that's right. I said fries. There's a couple of other things that it can be made into, but yeah, that's the most interesting. Ugh. So this is a little pleasant pathway. And of course, the reason we haven't seen this little twat is because he's been up here for the last couple of chapters. And twat has 50 HP. His attack and defense are still the same. But you know what? We haven't tattled this little brat in a while. So yeah, I'm with Goombario on this one. Let's get this over with. Fortunately for us, this guy is not gonna take long to get rid of. I could have kept going on that. And Goombario's attack is actually super cheap to do. Whether or not I can actually get it down to a science... Yeah. Oh, this is going to do some lovely damage. And I knew that was going to run out eventually. Ooh! Look at that lovely 10 damage we did. Only a nice... So this should just about... Oh. Yep, there he is. He's done. Free level up! Honestly, more badge points. Unfortunately, now that this little twat's been beaten, enemies are gonna show up on this lovely little path. How? You know what? I don't even want to know. Where? I know this panel is around here somewhere. Ooh, a repel gel. There it is. Well, that was annoying. Unfortunately, the trees, no matter how much we shake them up here, just look like Christmas trees. Now, there are actually some enemies here. We'll start with this lovely little number here. We have Gulps that have 12 HP and Frost Piranhas. Yeah, these are the icy variant of the fire piranhas that were in the volcano. They're weak to fire. So if you happen to have a fire flower on hand, use it. That being said, that's going to be true for most of the enemies in the area. I want Cooper. So yeah, the reason I said that Cooper was going to be relevant, yeah, this was why. Oh, and instead of burning you or poisoning you, yeah, these piranha plants will try to freeze you. Ah, now that felt good. Finally getting a lot of star points again. And just when we were Just when you thought we were done with this side quest, we're not. We're actually gonna fight this. We get a cute little 20 HP enemy. We can't quake on it, but we can sure bounce on it. Kinda weak. It can use Starstorm, but it doesn't do any damage to us. Why would this big scary monster barely do any damage? Well, despite how it looks and how much EXP it gives us, it's actually just a bunch of star kids putting up an illusion. So scary, guys. So very, very scary. And yes, this guy looks just like Merlin. That's because he's, again, his son. The family resemblance is impeccable. So yeah, Star Kids aplenty. And of course, Frost Tea. Yep, this toad. There's another toad house all the way over here. We're going to take a nap. I believe we also get a potato here too. No, it's just in Shiver City. Interesting. So, how are stars born? Why are they born here in this valley? So we have a wizard, a couple of toads, and a bunch of ninja raising stars. I wonder how these little guys are born. If anything else to believe, they're probably born the same way Lumas are, and that they're basically born of space dust. Either that or all the stars in Starhaven are coming down here and popping out baby stars. Which get into something else about Super Mario RPG that made people upset when they first played Paper Mario. Yeah, we ain't gonna be able to deliver his mail until after the chapter's over. I think. So yeah, unfortunately, yeah, we can't deliver this guy's mail. Well, back to having Cooper out. Yeah, 8 damage because these guys are weak to fire. I don't think these gulps are weak to fire, but they don't seem to appreciate being hit by a fire shell either, so... There's that, I guess. These guys do have a lick attack that I don't think I'll get to show off. Just because I can take them out so easily, and 6 star points for them. Nice. I would have liked a fire ability for Mario, but I guess when you can spin so fast that you create enough kinetic energy to proceed to set yourself on fire and launch yourself at things. Yeah. Ow. And the more damage we do to things, the better. Also, the more enemies there are, the more star points we get. And I do like me some star points, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It's nice. It's nice leveling up and making Mario super strong. Which, by the way, I have 3 more badge points I could be putting towards something. I don't need these. I can't think of anything I really super want. So I guess I'll just put it on this. Have Mario do even more damage, because why not? Wait, hold on. Now that the mail isn't here anymore. Okay, yeah, it is just empty. I could have swore there was a 2-star pieces here. I guess not. Yeah, this little guy's fate, he froze. He froze. By the way, this is not the last we will see of this little twat. He's just so annoying. So very, very annoying. Before I go see Mayor Penguin, I'm going to cook these fries. Padding is padding, I swear, guys. We're literally almost done with the chapter already. All that's left to do, really, is get to the Crystal Palace. And that's not going to be too terribly difficult. Not really. No, just this iced potato, love. Thank you. And she gives us a lovely potato salad. Now, if I'm not mistaken, one of the two shops in town here does sell a fire flower. Yes, it does. Perfect. Are you? No, it's fine. I don't even need this egg. I know I theoretically just wasted an item. But these fries are well worth it. Because these give us 15 HP. Yes, 15 HP for fries. Who knew? And yes, I will be holding on to that repel gel for dear life because I am going to need it. I've not seen anywhere that sells repel gels. And if I have, it's probably Boo's Mansion because let's be real, that's where all of the good stuff is sold. quiz, man. Give me the quiz. Give me the quizziest of quizzes. 6 total. There's the toad shop, the right, a house, and then 3 more houses. And we will be doing all of the side stuff that I still haven't finished before we take on Bowser's Castle. Yes, that means all of the rest of Chuck Quizmo's questions, the rest of Koopa Koot's requests. I'm going to take on the Dojo Master again. Kelly, stop. I told you already, I'll feed you when I'm done. There will be a lot of prep work going into the fight with Bowser, trust me. Storming the final fortress is going to be exquisitely good. But, of course, prep work is prep work, and, we all know how that goes. Is this frozen? Is this twat still frozen here? Yes, yes, he is. He's still here. He's still in a block of ice. He will eventually not be there, but yeah. So how we get in is very simple. Look at the snowman. We got a bucket and a scarf. Yeah, I don't know how, and nobody figured this out. So snowman can bounce. Good to know. And already, we're at a point where we can save. Now, if I was any other streamer and YouTuber, I would have called it an episode there, because that was a lot of stuff to do. But of course, I'm not ordinary, I try to be extraordinary. Oh, I could have done more damage. What the heck is with my timing today? Oh my goodness. Please just die. Thank you. Oh, I'm going to level up before I get there again. Also, no, I'm not interested in getting the spell again. I could have stopped over there, but let's be real, I don't have the money. Ugh. For anybody who's wondering why I'm not using star points on this path, well, it's actually pretty simple. I'm challenging myself to not use them. Oh, well, This is going to be very, very hot. Hot for these piranha plants, of course. And again, where I wish Mario had a fire move other than fire flowers. Just a measly 19 away, guys. I'm suspicious. Our first actual grabbing of an Ultra Shroom. It heals 50 HP. It's really good. It is really, really good. Okay, go down here, and it's just a rock. Nothing but a pathetic, useless little rock. Now this pathway has got Bowser's minions all over it, obviously. So yeah, this is going to be this is the real mystery. Can we figure out who's really our partner? So yeah. If we get this wrong, these duplighosts will attack us. And as much as I want to, of course, get as much XP as I want, yeah, we don't want the first strike being on us. That being said, I'm finally forced to use a star storm. Ugh. Yes, I'd rather use a star storm than use an item. So I guess my little self-imposed challenge is over. So just like the duplicos in the dojo, these guys will copy our partners, will use their abilities, and will have their defense too, typically. So close to a level up. But yeah, we're going to level up here. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Ice Clubbers, again, weak to fire. And the final upgrade for the entire game. Here you go, Parakarry, you absolute loser. Yep, that's right. I think Parakarry is the worst partner in the entire game. No, I am not sorry. Every other character is infinitely more useful than this absolute piece of crud. I don't know how much star points these clubbers are gonna give us. I don't remember if these guys have the same weakness to fire that other enemies in this area seem to have, but they are most definitely annoying. They can hit you multiple times, just like the clubbers in the fortress, so yeah, that level of annoying. Ooh, so close. I am unfortunately going to have to heal. So yeah, because we're full up on items, we can't pick those up, and those would be super useful for the boss fight coming up, but we would have to farm pebbles. And just when we thought we were done with all of the long stories and explanations, we get this lovely ghost and female magician. And she's been expecting us. And this is Madame Millar. She's a messenger of the stars. Merlin and Merle, and by extension their entire family, are her descendants. Meaning, yes, she lived a very, very long time ago, and her ghost still resides here. Where she's become an ethereal being. And yeah, I'm just going to skip over the fact that she tells an insanely long story, and so long that Mario just fell asleep and there was a massive snot bubble. Rude, I tell you, absolutely rude. I mean, it's one thing to fall asleep when Merlin is telling you a very long story, his children are telling you very long stories, but at least have the common decency when you're being told the longest story in the entire game to make sure you're not blowing out a massive snot bubble when you're sleeping. Oh, we're never going to hear that full story ever again. But yeah, she resides here in the Crystal Palace. This is her, what I call the basement of the Crystal Palace. Yeah, she lives here. We couldn't go any higher up than that staircase before. We would have inevitably had to go down there. Because, yeah, this is how you get in. Honestly, I don't know why we don't take this out when we leave. So that a certain somebody can't get in. Also, how Bowser got his minions into the place, I have no idea. But yeah, this chapter is right up there with the Shy Guy's Toy Box as one of my least favorite chapters. Just because, yeah, this is kind of, sort of tedious. It's not as bad as other things that we've done. Make a jump. Oh, why do I still have you out? Bombette, you're perfect in almost every single way. I just want something more from my life. And yes, Bombette does a crud ton of damage here too. I need to heal. Well, time for a bland meal. I did not intentionally rhyme that, but ouch. Oh my gosh. This level up is going to feel so satisfying. Take that, you absolute pieces of garbage! So Mario's BP maxes out at 30. We cannot max it out anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna need this HP. And a super shroom. Trying to save. And I'm going to show this just for the sake of showing it. Yeah, we're really climbing up here. Shiver Mountain is literally very high up, and we're not even. And we're almost at the top of the Crystal Palace. If we hadn't leveled up, here's a save. Here's a heart block right here. Yeah, this place is all about reflections. No eerie welcome to your doom. It's just a giant mirror. A switch and a red locked door. These are swooplers! These guys are a little stronger than the swooplers we've seen previously. They don't give us too much EXP. We actually are gonna want a party member that can smack them. Obviously. These guys also probably warrant the Zap Tap badge. Because, yeah, they're these levels of annoying. They suck out only 1 HP per suck. But, yeah, these suckers are literally annoying, and I'm sorry to everyone who still likes bats. It's not that I don't like these bats. They're fine. I just would like them better if they weren't, you know, sucking my blood. Preferably. You obviously can't avoid them. But anyway, you make it all the way over here, and you get a blue key. So yeah. This is not Peach's Castle. We have not made it to Peach's Castle yet. This is only Chapter 7. We're getting the final Star Spirit. Yes, we are getting the final Star Spirit. I'm not ending stream until we get it. So this is going to be a bit of a longer one. I did way too much padding preamble stuff, though. So we're in the Crystal Palace right now. The name of this chapter is Star Spirit on Ice, by the way. Oh, I don't like this room. Oh, it's the next one? So yeah, the thing we've been seeing the entire time are a bunch of duplighosts, and yeah, these guys are just as annoying as you think they are. I wanted to show it at least once, guys. I wanted to show it at least once. Anyway, we're gonna jump. But yeah, no Peach's Castle yet. But there are so many duplighosts. So many duplighosts. Anyway, makes it through here, we're now on the other side of the ice. And there's a lone star piece in this cave. Yep, that's it. That was all that's over there. The illusion shattered for that. So now we want to go in here. We want to hit this block. And yeah, I don't need this. It's going to be a while before I level up. But I'm fighting everything, so... Kaboom! Oh, the Duplicoast managed to live. I don't know how it lived, but it somehow managed. Die. Die. Please die. Honestly, I've been holding on to that soda for way too long. Red Magic Koopas are in here as well, so these guys are fun. And by fun, I mean massively annoying. I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say it. I think that the Crystal Star powers are better. Yep, that's right. You heard me right. I said they're better than most of the Star Spear powers except for this one. Oddly, this one is probably the best of the bunch. Gonna be holding on to that because I'm going to need it later. So everything about this palace, like I said, is symmetry. Very, very symmetry. I'll get these guys on my way back through. So this is the P up power down, the power up defense down badge. This will increase our attack by 1, but drop our defense by 1 as well. Meh, it's mid. It's mid. I really should put the Zap Tip badge on. I really, really should. Oh my goodness. Die! I have to waste this stupid thing. And focus with Goombario. So the max HP and flower points Mario can have is 50. I'm at max star points. Or badge points for him at 30. I don't know why it caps out at 30, but it does. Die. Ugh. I like bats. I like bat Pokemon. But these are bats I cannot abide by. And unfortunately, the only way to hit them is to quake first, ask questions later, and then jump on them or use an attack that will hit all of them. This is just how it is. It's lame, it's stupid. These are the one enemies in the game I absolutely hate more than fuzzies. Anyway, now that we've done all that, we can go back to the other side, and we can go in that door, which is lovely. Okay, this is the crack. This is the crack that makes me not happy. Because, yeah, we have to figure out which one of these is the real Bombette. Now, the good news is this isn't really hard to do based on... based on how they talk. We'll start with this obvious fake. And this piece of work. And this impossible way of speaking uber cutesy, not Bombette style at all. And heart and star emojis, because why? So yeah, more kisses for Mario from female party members, because yeah, he's just that good. I don't know what happens if you get that wrong. I would assume all the duplicos would attack you, which... yeah, could be bad. It was never difficult to figure out which ones weren't fake. I mean, yeah, she probably would have bodied us. You know, she probably would have blown up to us next time we took a nap. Also, it looks like we're moving. No, we're not. The palace itself is moving. we can go forward, I want to go back because now we can go in this door and go in here. Oh no, it's the same rooms over again. I feel silly. Again, the castle moved, not this floor. I don't know why I'm doing this. Also, I said this at the beginning of the episode, I'll say it at the end, near the end too. I will get back to playing more Persona 5 Royal, guys. I promise I will. I just haven't been feeling it lately. I also, like, feeling the gameplay for it lately, and I've also, let's be real, I feel very tired, very sick, and just overall not in good health. The fact that I'm still streaming and recording at all is amazing. A black magic Koopa. I feel like that should be the target of all my ire. Because I believe the black magic Koopas make these Clubbas invisible if you... Yeah. Yep, invisibility. Nothing we can do but focus. Get some of our beautiful star points back. As Mario gets bonked again, and again, and again. Because we can't really do anything else. When did I get the super hammer? I did that before going into this chapter, actually. It wasn't difficult to do. It was just basically slumming around in the underground until you found it. Which, after you go to Flower Fields, it's not hard to get to. Also, 3-star points. Are you kidding me? The super boots, I think those were a chapter item. That we got a while ago. I want to say they were in Yoshi's Island. Yeah, they were in Yoshi's Island. Or Lava Island in the volcano. Yeah, I want Bo here. Okay, you know how in most cases you say always protect the white mage? Yeah, well, this is the instance where you body the white mage, because, yeah, I don't want to be healed. I don't want healing. I just want death. Death to these snow clubbers, yes. Okay, I dodged that one. Okay, I botched that. I don't know why. Those are the green boots. Yeah, Boo's Mansion. You gotta keep away with some booze. then you'll eventually come across a room where you get a record. Do that first. Get a weight. Then go jumping on the couch and start swinging from the chandelier. Once you've done that, go downstairs and explore the basement floor a bit until you come across a large chest that you need to open, and you'll be playing to keep away with some booze. It'll be the same process as the record, except for the booze will throw the boots around. So you're gonna have to remember which boo has what as they're spinning, and who eventually has the boots. I hope that made sense. Oh my gosh. I've never played Sticker Star. And my impressions of Sticker Star are honestly not that positive either. Like, I get it, there are some diehard fans out there of the game, and more power to you guys. But yeah, in terms of Sticker Star, I couldn't. I just couldn't with that game. The boots! Yes! Congratulations on finding them! I don't have a life shroom. I'm going to die. Oh dear. Yeah, they're at the mansion. You just have to find... again, it's just a matter of playing keep away with some booze. Oh, yeah, it looks like this is going to be the run. This is going to be the... Chapter 7 is going to be the part that, that gives me the most trouble. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. Next time we're gonna run it back and hopefully do better, because, oh boy, that was embarrassing. But with that, I hope you all have a fantabulous morning, afternoon, evening, and night, wherever you are in the world. Please don't run away again before I see you all again, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.